So today we're going to talk about using our Zoom recorders that we have here at Canoe FM. This Zoom recorder is a perfect tool for going out and getting live interviews on location. So it's fairly simple to use. First thing you have to do is turn it on. So there's a little power button on the side. We just pull it down and hold it, and then the screen will light up, and then all your information will be on the screen. There's meters. Let me just turn this up a bit so you can see the meters. There's meters that show your sound level that go back and forth on the screen here at the bottom. So those are working all the time. Now, in using these Zoom recorders, what I recommend is people take a pair of headphones with them and plug them into the side. There's a headphone jack on the side here where it says line out. So you plug your headphones into there, and that way you'll be able to hear what's going into the recorder. This way you'll know if you're getting good sound quality or not. If it sounds echoey and tinny when it's going into the recorder through your headphones, that's what the sound is going to be like when you bring it back to the station to have it played. So put a set of headphones in, and then you'll be able to tell what you're getting for quality of sound. Now there's a gain adjustment on the side, this little knob here. Now this adjusts the sensitivity of the microphone. Now if you're in a quiet room where there's not a lot of echo, or if you're outside where there's not a lot of echo and you're doing an interview, what I recommend is holding this microphone fairly close. So if somebody's talking, you might want to be like this far away from their mic if they're talking, because that way you'll get a nice clean sound. You won't get a lot of background noise. You can keep the mic gain down by looking at your meters here. This will tell you what kind of level you're getting, and you'll notice there's a red light on the top. Now this red light is telling you that this microphone on the front of the Zoom recorder is actually working. The Zoom recorders have two sets of microphones. They have one on the front and one on the back. So usually for a regular interview, or if you're talking to somebody or somebody's recording a stinger, you'll just want the one microphone on. Now if you've got your gain adjusted too high and there's too much signal going into the recorder, what will happen is, I'll show you this, you see the red light flashes. So that's telling me that it's clipping. So what that's doing is it's distorting the sound that's going in, and it's recording too high a level. So if you're talking, and I'll set this up here nice and high, and when I talk you can see the red light is clipping, the red light's flashing. That's telling me that my gain is adjusted too high. So you'll turn that knob down, and then you can talk, and where it doesn't flash, that's a good level. And if I was listening on the headphones at this distance, it would probably sound just as good as the microphones here in the studio. So you can do all that without setting the record. See, it was clipping there again, so I'll turn it down a bit more. So to start recording with this model Zoom, all you have to do is hit this red button here, and then this red light will come on, and that will tell you that you're recording, and you'll notice that the timer here is counting down the seconds. So that tells you we've got something going on to the disc inside the recorder. Once you're finished recording, all you do is hit the red button again, the red light goes off, and it saves that file. Now every time you hit the red button, it rewrites a new file. It doesn't write over what you just recorded, it'll just make a new file. So every time you hit that red button, you're going to have a new file starting. So you can do 100 of them if you want. The battery indicator is here in the top right corner, little 3 bars. We got brand new batteries in this one. It tells you how you're recording. We've got it set up to record in MP3, and that tells you right here at the bottom of the screen. So I can put the light back on. No, it won't come back on. Anything else you need to know? You can record with the back microphone as well. On the top here it has X and Y, and it has 2-channel and 4-channel. So if you're going to sit this recorder, say between two people on a table, and one person talking to the front, one person talking to the back, you could have it on 2-channel, and it will record the same way. We usually leave it on just X, Y in the front for recording purposes. For when you're doing stingers and little interviews, you can hold it. You have to remember these mics are sensitive, so if you're holding it and talking to a person and you rub your finger all over it, it's going to come up in the sound. You'll hear that if you've got the headphones on. So recap, power switch is on the side. You just pull it down and hold it, it comes on. This is the gain level for your microphone level. This is your headphone jack on the side. Put your headphones in there, you'll be able to hear it. And this is the volume level. We have the volume is set at 100 usually, just so there's no need to adjust it. You can play back through it as well. If you've got files on there you want to play, you just push this down and it'll go back into the folders, and then you push it and it'll play the last files that you recorded. So this is our older Zoom model that we have. We have two of these as well. These are basically the same as the black ones. The only difference is the power switch is on the other side, so we just switch it up to on. It comes on the screen. It's got a gain level here with has a mic gain switch right here. We usually just leave it in the middle. It's got a line out for your headphones on this side, so you can listen to what you're doing. It's got the volume switch. The volume's up to 100. It's got the little meters telling you how the sound is going. It's got two channels, two microphones, one in the front, one in the back. This one we leave it on the front right here on 90 degrees. So then the only big difference we have to push with this one is that when you start it, you hit the red button in the middle to record. Now what happens is this red light comes on and it starts to flash. You'll notice the timer isn't going, which means you're not recording. So you have to hit it a second time, and then you'll see the time start to count here on the screen, and that lets you know that it is recording. We've had people go out and spend half an hour talking to people and have the recorder sitting there not running because they didn't have that button pushed twice. So then to stop it, you just hit the button again, and the red light will go out once it saves the file. So it saved it, now the red light is out, and you can start all over again. So that's the only difference between this Zoom and that Zoom, is this one you have to push the record button twice to start it. The volume, playback, everything is the same on these recorders. The batteries go in the back. We usually have spare batteries in the case with them. Just keep an eye on the battery gauge. They last a long time, the batteries. And then if you do go to do a long interview, just check. And if you think it's getting low, throw a couple of batteries in. So that's it for the Zoom recorders here at Canoe FM.